Hello everyone, today we are going to cover Computer Age Management Services Limited. In this video, we are going to discuss what is the business of CAMS, fundamental analysis of CAMS, and some certain technical levels and technical analysis of CAMS. Computer Age Management Services Limited, ticker CAMS, has a main business of being a registrar for various asset management companies. As a registrar and transfer agency, it records transactions of mutual fund units for all the asset management companies. CAMS also acts as a back office provider and technology solutions provider for alternatives that includes various alternative investment funds and PMS. For investment rationale, let us ask some basic questions. Will the business be relevant after a decade? It depends upon the number of participation in the markets. When it comes to participation, less than 5% of Indian households are participating in the stock market. Whereas when we take the data from US, approximately 50% of the household are participating in the stock market. Considering Indian stock markets will be growing in the future, the participation will be increasing substantially. So, according to this simple data set, we see a simple business growth in future. Now let's ask a question, is there any moat? Considering an early mover's advantage for CAMS, it has created good trust among its clients, which are asset management companies and also the investors in the stock market. Second, considering higher costs for infrastructure and legal compliances in this business, it becomes extremely difficult for any new entrant to enter this market. Therefore, there is higher barriers to entry for a new entrant. Third, they have approximately 70% market share in the business that they are in. Now let's go to screener.in for valuation analysis. CAMS has a market cap of 20,000 crores, which makes it a large enough company in terms of its size. CAMS also have ROCE of 47%, which is a really good indicator. It shows operational efficiency. Promoters have 0% pledged percentage, which is also a good sign of corporate governance. CAMS has almost no debt and a dividend yield of 1.57%, which is also a good indicator. Even in such a distressed market situation, CAMS has an all-time high revenue, all-time high sales, all-time high profit, and there is no such pressure on operating profit margins, which is a good indicator. Looking at the cash flow statements, one thing is clear that the company is sitting on a war chest of free cash flow, war chest of cash. The cash flow from operations to operating profit ratio is near to 100%, which means that company is earning whatever the company is earning, it is earning from its operations, which is a good sign. After going through the shareholding pattern, we can conclude that foreign investors have reduced their stake in past 1 year by approximately 8%, and domestic institutional investors has actually increased their stake by approximately 5% during the same period. Public investors have also increased their interest in the company by 3%. It means that the story of this company is still intact. Big money is interested in this company. FII have sold their stake in almost all companies of Indian markets. So the headwinds are also felt over here. Here are the peers of CAMS: CDSL, NSDL, KFin Technologies, Beacon Trust. These are its peers, not its competitors. Please like, share, and subscribe my content. If you want me to analyze any of these companies or any companies, please comment down in the comment section. Now let us do technical analysis of the company. In technical analysis, we will check whether there are any technical long-term trends, any significant chart patterns or candlestick patterns, or there are any key levels in the chart. Now I have opened the weekly chart of CAMS. As we can see in the weekly chart, the long-term trend of CAMS is uptrend. Since it got listed in NSE, in Indian stock market, it has been moving in an uptrend. We can draw a trend line from time to time basis which acts as a support. Now let's zoom in. The price of the company has an all-time high of 1050 levels. The price of the company is in a trading zone of 720 to 850 levels, marked 850 levels as nearest resistance and 720 levels as nearest support zone. The price of the company has a significant support zone at 620 levels from which the price has rebounded from. The price is expected to spend some time in the current trading zone of 720 to 850. If the price breaks above the resistance, then it will take a rally towards all-time high, and if the price breaks below the support zone, then it will go towards 620 levels. I am not a SEBI registered research analyst. This is not a buy or sell recommendation. The video is for educational purposes only. Thank you.